The first choice sidearm for the US military since the 1980s, the Beretta 92 is one of the most iconic pistols of all time. Developed to replace Italy's aging handguns in service, and ultimately replacing an American 45 ACP classic, this Italian design gained fame for its reliability, durability, and accuracy. Adopted by dozens of militaries and law enforcement agencies globally, the Beretta 92 proved the effectiveness and practicality of self-loading handgun designs over the time-tested revolvers commonly in service at the time of its introduction. Weighing in at a light 34 ounces with a length of 8.5 inches, Beretta's famous Model 92 is an effective and easily concealable pistol design. Firing the NATO standard 9x19mm parabellum cartridge out of 15-round double-stack magazines, it is accurate at distances of up to 50 meters, with rounds traveling at 381 meters per second. The Beretta Firearms Manufacturing Company, or Fabbrica d'Armi Pietro Beretta, was founded sometime in the early years of the 16th century by one Bartolomeo Beretta, and is the oldest active firearms manufacturer in the world. Initially, the company produced arquebus barrels for the Republic of Venice, their first recorded sale being in 1526, and became notable for equipping the Venetian fleet at the 1571 Battle of Lepanto, the largest naval battle in history at that time, and since 1650, Beretta has supplied various arms for all major European wars. The company would continue to produce various rifles and handguns into the 20th century, where, at the tail end of World War I, the Italian firearms manufacturer would produce one of the first submachine guns, the Beretta Model 1918, but more importantly in this case, would produce the Model 1923 pistol in 1923. Chambered in 9mm, this pistol was intended to replace the handguns in service with the Italian armed forces, but arrived too late to be of any real use, and with the amount of handguns left over from World War I, the design wasn't produced in large numbers, though it would be adopted in small numbers by the Italians. Following the Second World War, and into the late 1940s, Beretta began drawing up a new pistol, resulting in the locked breech Model 1951, which would be adopted by the Italian Navy and Carabinieri, along with the Egyptian and Iraqi armies in the late 1950s and 60s. Whilst not incredibly successful pistol designs, these two handguns would provide key features for Beretta's future pistol design. By the 1970s, the debate between so-called self-loading pistols and revolvers had been raging for almost a century, with the revolver being touted for its more reliable function and larger caliber compatibility, but the 9mm magazine-fed designs, dubbed by their detractors as the Wonder Nines, were starting to make some headway, with Beretta's new design being one of the key factors. The Model 1951 was beginning to show its age, and in 1970, Carlo Beretta, Giuseppe Mazzetti, and Vittorio Valle began development on a new pistol, taking inspiration from many of their own innovations and those of other pistol designs from the early to mid-20th century. The new handgun took the open slide design from the Model 1923, an alloy frame and hinged locking block from the Model 1951. The magazine was a double-stacked design, a feature borrowed from the Belgian-made Browning High Power that popularized it, and after the success of the direct feed magazine in Beretta's 1974 Model 84, this too would be incorporated into their next model. All these combined features and innovations would result in the Beretta Model 92 in 1975, and soon, Beretta would enter this new design to the United States Joint Service Small Arms Program's XM9 competition to select a standard service handgun for the United States Armed Forces. By this time, it had become apparent that the handguns in service with the United States were aging, most of the designs first being produced at the turn of the 20th century, and they published a list of 85 requirements, 72 being mandatory and 13 optional, those being things such as a 9mm NATO chambering, minimum 13-round capacity, magazine catch operable with one hand, a first-round double-action trigger with subsequent rounds being single-action, a slide that locks after the magazine is empty, and being able to fire 5,000 rounds with less than 8 malfunctions. The tests began in 1979 at the Eglin Air Force Base in Florida between the Beretta and a whole host of other handgun designs, such as the Walther P88, Star Model 28, and Steyr GB, and despite being beat out in accuracy by H&K's P9S, the Beretta 92 emerged as the victor overall. This should have ended the tests, but controversy surrounding the extreme conditions testing and magazines used by the M1911A1 to compare the new handguns caused the US Army to reject the Air Force's test results, and another test would be carried out, this time directed by the Army, but this too would end in controversy, the Army being accused of favoritism toward Beretta, so a third final test would be conducted. In this final test, the Steyr GB, Walther P88, HK P9S, and Smith & Wesson 459 would all fail reliability tests, leaving the contest down to Beretta and the newly entered Sig Sauer P226. The P226 began outperforming the Beretta, but after Beretta dropped the price per unit of their handgun by 18%, the Army chose Beretta's design as winner for its lower cost, designating the pistol the M9, the new service handgun for the United States Armed Forces beginning in 1985. Since its introduction in 1975, several variants have made their way into production, beginning with the 1978 92S. This variant added a slide-mounted combined safety and decocking lever, replacing the former frame-mounted thumb safety in order to meet the requirements of several law enforcement agencies. Then, in 1981, the 92SB would be produced, this being the first Model 92 variant submitted to the XM9 competition, featuring a firing pin block, ambidextrous safety levers, 3-dot sights, and relocated the magazine release catch from the bottom of the grip to the lower bottom of the trigger guard. Released alongside this was the 92SBC, or Compact, with a shortened barrel and slide and reduced 13-round magazine capacity, with the 92SBC Type M released in 1983, being a slimmer version with an 8-round single-stack magazine. The next variant would come in 1984, this being the 92SBF, or Federal, later known as just the 92F, and was the design submitted to the final round of trials in the XM9 competition, with new interchangeable parts, a squared trigger guard, hard-chromed chamber and bore, and a Bruneton-coated slide. The 92G is the variant of the 92F made for the French Gendarmerie in 1989, which is functionally the same aside from a change to the safety lever, it now only being able to safely decock the hammer. Again in 1989, the 92FS would be produced, this being the variant that would remain in service with the United States Armed Forces, having an enlarged hammer pin head and similar to the 92SB variant has compact and C-Type M variants. The next year, the 92D and 92DS variants were produced, both being double-action only variants of the Model 92, and both having spurless hammers, the 92D having no manual safety lever. Then, in 1996, the Brigadier and Centurion variants would be produced, both being variants of the 92FS. The Brigadier has a thickened and reinforced slide, whilst the Centurion is a slightly shortened 92FS. In 2003, the 92 Vertec was introduced, having a redesigned grip and Picatinny rail mount after complaints surrounding the width of the 92FS's grip. The 92 was produced in 2006, being a facelifted 92FS variant with a redesigned thicker slide and frame to accommodate an accessory rail, fully dovetailed front sight, and chamberings in 9mm and 40 Smith & Wesson. The same year, the United States Marine Corps adopted the M9A1, adding a Picatinny rail mount, better grips, and a beveled magwell, which would then be improved upon with the M9A3 in 2015, with a new Picatinny rail, thinner vertical grip, removable wraparound grips, fully removable tritium night sights, and an improved slide, with the tip of the barrel threaded to facilitate the use of suppressors. The final civilian variants of the Model 92 are the 92X and 92X Performance, both produced in 2019. These pistols are identical to the M9A3 variants, aside from the threaded barrel, and are available with similar variants to the 92SB and 92FS, with the performance model designed for competitive shooting, having a red fiber optic front sight, adjustable rear sight, front and rear slide serrations, skeletonized hammer, competition hammer spring, steel spring recoil rod, extended beaver tail, front and rear frame checkering, oversized magazine release, and match takedown lever. Finally, the M9A4, produced in 2021, is the most recent military variant of the Beretta 92, with 18-round magazines, an optic-compatible slide, tritium night sights, enhanced trigger system, and improved grips. In the nearly 50 years since it was first produced, the Beretta 92 has been adopted by the law enforcement agencies and militaries of dozens of nations globally, serving as a reliable sidearm in Iraq and Afghanistan, but it is being replaced. Following the 2015 Modular Handgun System competition, the Sig Sauer P320 was designated the winner in 2017, and selected as the new service handgun for the US Armed Forces, it being in service ever since and slowly replacing the various Model 92 variants formerly in use. Nonetheless, the Beretta has become an icon of the military world, as well as a popular choice for civilian firearm users, its widespread use and long service giving it great notability. An Italian 9mm classic with near universal appeal, the Beretta 92 rubs shoulders with the 1911 in terms of its popularity, and is arguably just as iconic.